Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of Take a Look in the Mirror, the 6th album by the band Korn. Today we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already reviewed some of the records like Untouchables, Untitled, Follow the Leader, go check those videos out. My story with this band is quite simple. I told it in my previous reviews. Basically, I've been their fan ever since I was born because my siblings were massive fans of their music. My first memory of listening to this band is like at the end of the year 2000. My brother-in-law had his PC at our house. I would play video games on it like GTA 2, Heretic 2, Worms, stuff like that. And also he had that Winamp program and there was like the entire Korn discography there. Back then Issues was the newest record and I was like, this is amazing, this band is so good. Since then I've been following closely their career. I was always there for the new album like Untouchables, and then this one, then See You, etc. What's interesting about Take a Look in the Mirror is the fact that after Untouchable was considered a commercial failure because it didn't sell enough copies, the band spent too much on the production of that record, so they've decided to produce this one themselves. They went into the studio to write and record 10 songs. They had to play some live shows, then they came back in August to record 3 additional tracks. This is the last record with the original lineup, so we've got Jonathan Davis on the vocals and bagpipes, Monkey and Head on the guitars, Fieldy on the bass and David on the drums. Head sadly left the band in 2004 because of his addictions, and David left the band in 2006 because of his conflicts with Jonathan. While Head came back into the band back in 2012, David did not. That's sad. I feel like the original lineup was the best one. It had the best chemistry when it comes to the music. Some other cool fun facts are like this is the last record on the Epic and Immortal label. This is the second record with Jim Monty handling some production duties. And the last time there's a hidden track at the end of the record. The production was handled by Jonathan Davis and Frank Filippetti. Why Jonathan? Because they did it in his home studio. From what I remember, they decided to self-produce this one because they still were in debt because of Untouchables. It's also one of the reasons why Take a Look in the Mirror was slightly rushed. This sounds funny to me because Life is Peachy was also rushed and nobody talks about that. Why? When it comes to the production, I love the sound of the guitars, bass and the vocals. The drums are also fine, but the snare could have been better. That's my only complaint actually. I heard that many people say this record is compressed and has clipping, but I actually can't hear it like at all. This is not Rick Rubin and Def Magnetic, but you can hear that it's a step down from the production of Untouchables. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles and relationship issues. Guys from the band usually talk in interviews that they were on the verge of disbanding while recording this record, and that's what fueled their passion to create it. So we have lots of songs about hatred, lies, betrayals, fake friends, people pleasing, depression, suicidal thoughts, being tired, overstimulated, etc. I feel that when it comes to those lyrics, this is the most relatable Korn album that I've ever heard. If you don't relate to songs like Counting on Me, Deep Inside, I'm Done and When Will This End, then congratulations, you have a nice life. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro, and the music is pure classic nu metal. Before this record was released, it was described as a comeback to the original sound of Korn, and that's like half of the truth. While the music does sound very similar to the self-titled one, the structure and the tempo changes are like gone. The structure and the tempo almost never changes because they are using digital tools to make this record, so it's obvious to me. It's a sad thing, but at least they did not lie. This is the closest we ever have gotten to the self-titled record. Especially because there's Alive here as well. The record starts with Right Now, and the first thing I'm going to notice here is the drumming. It's there for the entire record. David is on fire. He's the king of groove basically. Love how he hits those toms, the snare, the hi-hats, just everything. He has that classic style of Korn in him. For me, he was the beating heart of this band, and it's sad that he's not with them anymore because his double bass work, his punching, the snare, just everything, it sounds so good. While his playing is not as technical as it was on the first two records, it's still amazing to me. Then you've got the bass work by Fieldy and it's audible. You can easily hear him clanking the bass, slapping it, pom pom pom. Love that stuff. This is what I miss about new school Korn, you know, that old school bass lines, the slapping, how it's mixed, you can easily hear it. On the newest records it's not like that and it sucks to me. While Fieldy's playing is kinda basic as usual, it's still great and it enriches the sound of the band. Next we've got the guitar work by Monkey and Head and it's top notch as usual. I love the eerie guitar riffs, the more melodic ones in the background, the crazy groovy main riffs, the 0, 1, 2, 3 stuff. That's always fun to listen to. While the band claims this is the worst Korn record because of the recording process, how everybody hated each other, I don't think like that because you can feel the hatred and the anger and the music and the passion behind it, so those songs sound great. What I'm trying to say is that the guitar riffs rock all the way. Last but not least, we've got Jonathan with his vocals. This is probably going to sound very controversial and people are going to hate me for this, but this was the last time Jonathan Davis actually sounded great. Like, I mean, he did try to sound like that on the Untitled record, Korn 3 and that dubstep album, but here he's on top of his game, he's in his prime. I love the singing, the screaming, the yelling, the shouting, the growling. Wow, the growling is so on point. The only flaw I see here is that he doesn't do the scatting. It's not on this record actually. I don't remember, but I think that on the previous two records, Issues and Untouchables, the was also gone. I'm not sure, but because he's growling so much on this record that I didn't even notice it for many years. What I love about Jonathan's vocals on this record is how vulnerable and emotional he sounds on all of these songs, especially Counting on Me. You can feel his pain and sadness, and then on the other hand you've got anger, frustration, hatred, and you can hear all of that on Break Some Off or Right Now or Y'all Want a Single, and that's just beautiful. I feel that vocal-wise he delivered a much better performance compared to the previous two records, which also sounded amazing by the way. Going back to Right Now, this is one of the singles with a music video. I'm not that big of a fan of that animation to be honest, but it's an okay video I guess. This song for me is a perfect opener. The moment you hear that intro, you know that shit's about to go down. Love the vocal performance here. Right now, I fucking hate you. Love that stuff. Jonathan is venting all over the place his frustrations and anger with the music industry and other people. I love that. This is so relatable. This is a perfect gym song, that's for sure. The bass lines are so fun, same with the guitar riffs and the drumming. The bridge goes hard. If you don't love this song, what's wrong with you? Go listen to it right now, 11 out of 10. Wait, I can actually play this one on the guitar. About to break some fucking off. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm going to break some fucking off. Saying you're inside. I'm about to break some fucking off. That's Break Some Off, one of my favorite songs by Korn. I love that it brings back that self-titled energy, like the verses are eerie and melodic but the chorus just goes off, it's unhinged, and then the bridge happens. I can take this fucking shit now. Fuck. I can take this. Fuck. It just sounds so deranged and angry, I love it. This song is so underrated nowadays. I remember that Jonathan said in some interview that this is the heaviest song Korn will ever release. I don't think that's true. I feel like Boltong is heavier. Like sure, the harder song has blast beats, but it doesn't have growling for like 60% of the song, right? 11 out of 10. Counting on Me is my fourth favorite song from this band. I just love the vocal performance so much, the lyrics, the emotions in the vocals, the music, the guitars, the bass, the drumming. Why can't you ever back down? Why can't you just shut your face? My God, those feelings I feel would get me thrown in the cage. You're the one who's always screaming at me. I'm the one who's always so carefully. What the fuck do you want me to be? Why must you do this to me? Run away, I can't stay. Lead the way, make them pay. Counting on me, always hoping I'll be there for all of your problems. In turn, you're never there for me. You suck the life out of me. You hate everything you see, and I can't take this anymore, but always stay when I should leave. That's basically the verse, the pre-chorus and chorus, and yeah, I remember all of the lyrics. They will always stay in my heart because this song is very dear to me. I was in at least 2 relationships when I felt like that, and this song helped me get through those tough times. This is what old school Korn was, like the instrumental work was flawless and you can listen to the song without the vocals, and then you add vocals on top of it and it obliterates everything. It's even better. Like, I could listen just to the a cappella version of this song and I would just love the vocals so much. Like, I would listen to that every day without any problems. This is just how good this song is. 12 out of 10. Here it comes again, has an interesting intro with a build up, then the verse happens, it's fun. The chorus is my favorite part, I guess. Feeling fucked up again, I'm on my feeling time, here it comes again. Do-do-do-doom. That main guitar riff is just so Korn. The bridge is fun as hell. Here we go again, again. Here we go again, again. Here we go again, again. Love that stuff so much. When it comes to lyrical content, it's similar to the previous songs. It's basically about how the bad times will come back again and you're going to fuck up. But it's a great song, very underrated one, 10 out of 10. That's Deep Inside, another very underrated song from this record. I don't know why people don't enjoy it, like that main guitar riff is so much fun, then the verse happens. I'm not doing great, I feel like I'm dead, not thinking straight, inside my body troubled, full of hate. I have to let it out before it's too late. Deep inside it can hide, feeling so lost and betrayed. Why does this happen to me all the time? Love that stuff so much, like the verse and the chorus just go so hard, and then when the chorus happens for the final time, it goes into growling and screaming, just so emotional and angry. I love this one so much, 11 out of 10. Did My Time, another single with a music video. This is actually a B-side written by Monkey for Untouchables, but for some reason the producer said this song won't go anywhere, just leave it. This song was chosen to be in the movie Tomb Raider 2 with Angelina Jolie. I am not going to surprise you, this is the weakest track on the record by far. It's not bad by any means, I love the main riff, also that bridge with betrayed, I fear you, betrayed, I need some try. I did my time, I did my time. Love that stuff all the way, but I don't know, like, compared to every other song on this record, this one just seems the least interesting to me. It was this way back in 2003 when this record was released, I was like that, and 20 years later nothing has changed for me. Like, I love it with all of my heart, but I'm sorry, this is the weakest one. There are better songs on this record that deserve to be singles with music videos. This one is not one of them. Lyrically, this one is about Jonathan just being done with everything. He's like, I did my time, I need some break, please stop with your negativity and toxicity. I need to get some rest. At least that's my interpretation. 10 out of 10. Everything I've known. This is another single with a music video. Actually, the music video is like unofficial, but this is so weird. It's unofficial, but I saw it on Viva and MTV back in 2004. So, what? You what, mate? It's funny to me because Right Now has an official music video, but I still like the Everything I've Known music video way more. They're both animated. It kinda reminds me of Linkin Park Reanimation era, you know, the music video. Going back to the song, this one is about relationship that is basically imploding and the bad things are happening, and I just love the intro to this song, you know. It has that Toto Africa vibe to it. Sorry for that joke, but yeah, I love the intro so much. Then the verses are also fun to listen to. The pre-chorus just so much fun. We've pushed our buttons far and wide. We'll tear our hearts out. Hey, this is everything. Sorry for that. Yeah, I feel like this is the weakest chorus on the entire record, but the song overall, to me, is more fun than Did My Time. So it's the second weakest track on the record, 10 out of 10. Play Me features Nas, he's a legend, everyone knows him. This track is a banger and reminds me of that Follow the Leader era because we have some rapping. Everybody's my enemy, turn the song for my enemy. Love the verses so much. The opening, like that bass line, great stuff. And the chorus is the best part of the song for sure. Fuck anybody, so no, that's anybody my enemy, just nobody. And there's that cool Jonathan voice line in the background. You know, when Nas is rapping, I just love the atmosphere of this song. It's fun from beginning to the end. 10 out of 10. Live. Now this is a song that was written and recorded in 1993 for their first Korn demo. Then they've reworked it into a song Need To on the first Korn album. This is just my theory that this is one of the 3 songs that was recorded in August 2003. Why? At the start of this video I told you that the band had 10 songs for this album, and then they went to perform at the Ozfest and some other shows. They came back in August and did 3 songs. One of those tracks is confirmed to be Y'all Want a Single. The other 2 we don't know. I wish I could ask the band themselves, but I feel like maybe this is one of them. They've decided to rework this song because they were like, yeah, this is the only track that didn't make the cut for the first album, and in Need To there's like only half of the song there and the other half just stayed in the demo, so they brought those riffs over and we've got the new Alive version, and I must say that I do love it. It sounds like a song from 1993. For me, all of the songs here except Did My Time sound like old school Korn, you know, from the 90s. The only difference is more basic structure of the songs and that's it. The growling here is on point, same with the verses. I love the atmosphere in the verses. I am alive, tum 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 tum. I will never run away. Faces inside, tum 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 tum. Love the chorus as well, as you can see. 10 out of 10. Poop 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 poop. Sorry, that's not Star Wars. That's actually the intro to Let's Do This Now. It's played on bagpipes, so yeah. Bagpipes are back. I have no clue why bagpipes were not on the Untouchables record, that's weird as hell, but they are here and I just love that part. And then the main guitar riff of this song happens. Love that riff so much. One of the best Korn riffs. It goes so hard. Then we have the verses. Running away, come on and chicken face, run on nowhere, and I will friend of me, so you'll try me, you're not! Yeah, the growling in the background, and then the chorus happens. You did now, this is how we go with so. I don't remember the exact words, but it's just so much fun to listen to. This track is a forgotten banger. What would I give to hear this entire record live? Like, probably my kidneys and maybe legs and arms, why not? It was last performed in 2003 live, and that's sad, but yeah, it's a classic. 11 out of 10. I'm done. Probably my 6th or 7th favorite song from this band. I love that intro, very eerie. Then the main guitar happens. Dum 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 dum. We are the pain, we are insane. We've gone insane and there's just no to follow. I am to blame for everything. I like this game that you'll make me play. I'm done being there for others. They have their pain and so do I. Don't want to get it all over. I try to hold on and you bring me down. Love that verse, pre-chorus and chorus. It just goes so well. The transitions are so smooth. I am speechless. Like, this song, it makes me cry. 11 out of 10. Yo, want to single say fuck that. Oh, fuck that, fuck that. Oh, boom, 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 boom. That's basically the intro to this song. It's the chorus as well, and what can I say? It's a single with a music video. I remember watching the music video in 2004 on some Polish channel on the TV. It was surprising because we would always watch music videos on German or English stations like Viva or MTV, and then there was this song on some Polish normal TV station. I was like, wow, it wasn't even the censored version. No one cared that they said fuck in the song. Watching the Polish television at the beginning of this century was wild. Like, I remember there was this rock TV station, they would play music videos all the time, and they played Soulfly Bleed, also without the censorship, so they were just cursing all the time, and I started to curse with them. I was like 3 or 4 years old, it was hilarious to me. Going back to You All Want a Single, this song is a criticism of the music industry. I love the chorus, the verses, what's going on today, oh no no no. Like, this song is trying to be a pop song, but it's actually not, because it sounds great. The chorus goes hard, the bridge is sick, this is a classic one. You don't want to sing, say fuck that, fuck that, fuck that shit. Love that stuff so much. I did a Doom MIDI cover of this one, so go check it out. 11 out of 10. And the final song, When Will This End? Love that intro so much. It has so much personality and identity to it. That stuff just slays. That main guitar riff, so much fun to listen to. I love the vocal performance here. The lyrics yet again are very relatable. I feel this song on a personal level. And actually, it's hard for me to choose my favorite Korn song, because when I'm stable emotionally, that's Ball Tongue. When I'm angry and hateful, that's My Gift to You. And when I feel sad and I want to die, it's When Will This End? So those are basically my favorite songs from this band, and it's hard to choose the number one spot for me. Spinning inside rotting away. Something inside of me has been taken away. Feeling my heart breaking in vain. It won't get better now. Love that stuff so much. I know that I am repeating myself, but I have truly nothing to add. Every single section of this song is just beautiful. Every second has something interesting in it. I love the bridge. It's my favorite part, right next to the verses. How David does that small build up to the bridge, like the stress is rising and I can't see to get away from you. You're always trying and the lying always shines right through. My god, I hate this, always take shit, can I let this go on? Why can't I break this, I just take this as this goes on and on. Sorry guys, I got a little bit too much into it, but it's my favorite song from this band. What can I say, When Will This End is a classic Korn song. It's kinda a sad prophecy, because Jonathan is saying when will this end, and then the original lineup ends like that, a year later, and Korn has never returned to those glory days. We also have a hidden track here, a cover of Metallica's One. They performed at MTV Icon back in 2003, and that cover is fine. I am not going to rate it because it's like half cover, they only play the first 4 minutes, they don't play any guitar solos in that second part of the track, which is kinda weak. I wish they would do it, but they did not, and it's sad. But the cover is nice and I'm glad that it's on this record. 12 out of 10 to When Will This End. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is ideal. Replayability, yeah, it's a timeless record. I love it from beginning to the end. Every one of those songs could have been a single with a music video. The potential of this record is endless. I love the vocals. That's the last great performance by Jonathan. Some amazing grooves by David. Classic clunky dun on the bass by Hildy. Some eerie and groovy riffs by Monkey and Head. This is a classic record, and I'm sure that many people are going to hate me for this review because for some reason Take a Look in the Mirror is not loved by the Korn fanbase like at all. It's like Metallica's Saint Anger, no one seems to care or enjoy it, everyone just makes fun of it. Why? This is the last true Korn album. How can you say that Untouchables or Issues is the final Korn record when you have this one right under your nose and it sounds the closest to the self-titled one? The highlights of this album are When Will This End, Counting on Me, Break Some Off, Deep Inside, Let's Do This Now, I'm Done, Right Now You All Want a Single, and Here It Comes Again. Again, here it comes again, again. This is the most underrated album I've ever heard and it needs more love. For me personally, it's on the same level as Follow the Leader and the self-titled one. As usual, thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description, and I will see you in my other videos. Also consider becoming a member so I can make an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover. I've just dropped When Will This End Doom MIDI cover, go check it out. That's all, bye!